Morning, everyone. This is Dave with Personal Business Wire. It's July 2nd, Wednesday. I'm recording this down in Madison. Came down here last night. Going to update you a little bit on where we're at with Brenda and myself. Came down here last night, spent the night in a hotel. She is going to get released tomorrow, discharged from the hospital at 10 a.m. And our plans are to take her to back to a nursing facility in Plum City, Wisconsin for 2 weeks. We actually have a discharge date there of July 18th on a Friday to bring her back home. So I've been in the process of getting the home ready, getting it all inspected, everything that we have to do, dot our I's, cross our T's, to be able to do that. She isn't real happy with me right now because she isn't coming straight home, but it is what it is, and we're gonna have to just go with it from there. Um, Been working on getting the place ready. We have to hang up some firewall sheetrock and get it mudded and taped. Get some door alarms on, different things like that they're requiring me to do to get the home ready. Uh, she's excited to get out of here where she's at right now and get closer to home so people can visit her more often. She's doing really well. She's making better sentences. She'll walk with her right leg, but she doesn't quite kick her toe up enough. It still drags, so she's still struggling with that. And she still does get her words mixed up on her thoughts quite often, but that is all coming. It's getting better every day, so we pray and hope that she comes back with a full recovery. I haven't been working at all this last few weeks, just trying to get things organized and get it ready for her to come home to. Planning on going out next week, though. Hopefully I can find my loads to do that. It'll be the first, I've only worked 6 to 8 weeks this whole 6 months. Money's really tight. Sure would appreciate it if you could donate, help out. I know that last time I talked to you, talking about to the truckers, they've passed a few laws that you have to be English proficient, and they did that because a couple things that have happened. I know that one time somebody couldn't read the road signs and were going down a hill and didn't realize it was a hill and ended up crashing and killing some people. Another time there was an accident and the law enforcement was unable to understand the English on what was in the trailer. They were worried about hazmat. So because of safety reasons, they passed the law that you have to be proficient in English in order to drive in the U.S. I think Texas is getting a little more strict on that than some of the other states, but I believe it's a good safety law to have in effect. If you have any comments on that, you truckers out there, love to hear from you. Comment in the comments below. As far as what's going on now with Brenda and I, like I said, it's just to get her back home and settled and get our lives back on kind of somewhat a normal schedule. We are trying to find caretakers. If you know anybody that's in the Pepin area, surely would appreciate it if you send them our way, because she will need 24/7 care. If it's not me, it's going to have to be somebody else that we can trust. So that's going to be a process all on its own, to find the right people to allow me to be gone, to be gone all week on the road. And that's been a struggle with getting everybody on board with that. to get it approved through the courts and the insurance and all that. It's been quite the journey with that. I don't really have any other updates at this time. Anybody out there want to comment on anything that's going on in the trucking world, or if you are having any troubles of your own, I would love to hear about it and pray for you. If you wouldn't mind sharing that with me, I can certainly pray for you and ask other people to pray also. I know prayer is a strong thing. When this first, I thought I was kind of over this, but still getting choked up. When this first happened, we had prayers coming in from all over, people I hadn't heard of. And I believe it's God's will to keep Brenda alive and keep her going and keep her functional, keep her in this world. I think that God is still using her and me. I can go into a little story. Last week, I think it was, I can't remember for sure if it was last week. Everything is a fog in my mind. I was down here visiting her on the weekend. I believe it was the weekend, and I was trying to get things at home. I needed to get a camper out of storage and back outside, so it was usable outside, and I was working on that. In the afternoon on Saturday, 2 weeks ago now, I think, maybe 1 week ago. I don't know if you've seen my earlier videos, but through the midst of the storm here, I ended up getting a pacemaker put in 3 weeks ago. June 23rd, I believe it was. So I'm freshly new with a pacemaker. And that afternoon, I started getting a little bit of pain here and there in my chest, my back. Didn't really think too much of it. Thought I was working too much again, as usual. Went to bed. I had to get up early to get down here because I had an appointment down here with therapy with her. So I got up at 2 a.m, drove to Madison, 3.5 hours to get here by 8. And as the day went on, I started getting more pain in my chest, my back, my neck. Every time I took a step, my whole chest would hurt. By the end of the day, I was walking very slowly, taking 6-inch steps because it hurt so bad. Laid down on the bed. When I got back to the hotel, I was talking to my daughter on speaker for quite some time before that. And she was suggesting, just for peace of mind, to go into the ER. So I actually did that. I went into St. Mary's Hospital nearby here. I figured if it hurt so bad when I got up from laying down that I'm like, if this gets any worse, I won't even be able to get anywhere to get help if I need help. So I went. They checked me all out, did the EKG, did the scans, the ultrasounds, blood work twice, and no blood clots. Everything looked fine. Told them my story. They said it was stress. I told them it was stress when I went in, and we needed to verify that, and the doctors agreed and told me to take ibuprofen so it would help with the swelling and the of all my organs and everything that was putting pressure on my heart and my lungs, and that's why I was in pain after taking ibuprofen a couple times. I think I finally took it 3 different times, 6 hours apart, and it was gone completely. But throughout that day on Saturday, I kept getting worse and worse and worse, and it's like I need to get this checked to make sure my pacemaker's working right and that nothing else is going on. And as far as we know so far, I'm still fine and healthy. Blood pressure's down, heart rate is fine. I have no pain now, but it was a scary weekend. Only had 4 hours of sleep to get down here. Plus I was tired through all this, and dealing with everything else that I'm dealing with. So I got to take care of myself too, and it was a reminder that I need to slow down and do that. So I'm taking one day at a time. My mind has been kind of like I wouldn't say fog, I can think fine, but I'm just in slow motion, just kind of getting to the numb stage, I would think is what you would call it, more of the numb stage. Um, Still needing to figure out how I'm going to get income, get back on the road, or another job remotely, or being home with Brenda, or at least being home in the evenings. Still trying to figure that part out too, along with um, helping her and dealing with my own health issues and getting our build done so we can be in our new building with her and finding a different career. So any of you truckers out there, please pass the word around. I have a great run. I'm willing to help somebody out to get it going for them, get their foot in the door. I got trailers for sale, got a truck for sale. I need to move some of this stuff fairly fast. Got a 2021 Solitude camper for sale. Anybody out there interested or know of anybody, please pass the word around. Sure appreciate it. Leave it in the comments. Or you can email me at truckerlifewarrior@gmail.com and I can get back to you on a private message that way. And like I said, if you are thinking of donating anywhere, please think of us. Sure would appreciate it. You can go to the GoFundMe page or at Venmo. The descriptions are down in the comments and the descriptions below in this video to how to get to them. And I would like to leave you with one verse that I've looked at several times, the Bible here. It's in Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. And I've been relying on that passage for quite a while. And I surely would appreciate the prayers for our family. My kids are all struggling with this also. My youngest daughter, Taylor, is in Green Bay. She's actually due to have her 17th grandchild any moment now. My other daughter drove 3 hours to help her out and pick up her kids, to watch her kids for a few days. She was having contractions, but it was a false alarm, so now we're just waiting to hopefully she goes soon. Her due date is actually the 3rd, tomorrow also, and she's more than ready to have that baby come out. She is looking good, her health is good, she's glowing as a natural pregnant mother would be. Proud of her and her significant other, Riley. Congratulations. Hopefully everything goes well for you two and for your family, Jax and Rhea, and your newborn. I'm probably choked up because Brenda and I always thought that we could be there for our kids. And in this situation, we can't. But I'm glad and happy that, thank God, that our daughters are able to help her and our son in any way they can. Um, but I'm sure we're gonna try to get over there and see our grandkids, her kids, and the new baby as soon as we can, once everything calms down, or if she can bring the family over to us. We're in Pepin. She's in Green Bay, straight east-west across the state of Wisconsin, 4 hours away. And now I'm down in Madison, 3.5 hours away. So plan on being home Thursday, and hopefully stay around home till we figure things out. But until then, God bless you all, and thank you for listening. And hit the subscribe and like button. Sure appreciate it. And till next time, take care. Bye.